Well, welcome back, and before I put my Gobby Gaffer hat on today, I have to say, oh my word, this computer game. I am a big gamer, let me tell you. I play online games, I have a PS5. I am a big computer gamer. I don't think I've ever played a game as difficult as this beta version of FM24. The number of issues and problems that are getting thrown at me. Half my team I'm batting away offers for. If the AI had its way, I would be absolutely decimated. I'd have no players left at all. Scotty has just gone. He was sold from under my nose. Okay, he had a buyout clause, 32 million. It's great profit, but he's a great player. I will not be able to replace him. And I've only been given 24 million of that. Thiago Thomas, he's another one. He's actually under offer at the moment, so it looks like he may be going as well. Trying to sign Spanish players to get my, my quota up for the league and for Europe, it's a nightmare. There are just no Spanish players around. Does the AI know something there? Of course it does. I'm trying to sell Traversos, my right back, because I have no place for him in the squad. And he's complaining, he's causing so many problems. Will it let me sell him? No. I've gone to intermediaries, I've asked for market values, there's no interest whatsoever. And yet half my squad are under offer. The AI certainly knows what it's doing, doesn't it? The match engine is driving me potty. Absolutely potty with bells on. The number of times we give the ball away in a game is getting frustratingly boring. And I mean, we can't hit a barn door with a banjo. I've just played Real Madrid and we had a chance up one end, cert goal, hit the post. The ball rebounded, they went straight up the other end and put the ball in the back of the net, as easy as pie. I mean, I tell you, this game is getting very, very, very difficult. Okay, rant over, Gobby Gaffer hat back on. So the upside is, I've been offered 3 jobs, Manchester United, Tottenham and Milan. See ya, I'm off. No, it's okay. I've got a few more days of this Espanyol save to go. I will be glad to see the back of it, if I'm honest. The grassroots to goal boots will be starting any day now. Of course, today the full version of the game comes out. Let's have a quick look at what's been going on. So as you can see here, the list of players out is humongous. The list of players in, well, that was my director of football. We don't really want him, so we have no players coming in. One of the interesting ones is Arsenal have come in. Yep, Arsenal for Juan Garcia. And he's like a 2-star goalkeeper. He's like my 3rd choice goalkeeper. 400,000. What do Arsenal want with a £400,000 goalkeeper? They don't want him at all, do they? It's the AI again. Juan Garcia, he's Spanish. Oh my word. Okay, as I say, Scotty has gone now. Alex Scott, we brought him in for just under £1 million, sold him for 32. For some bizarre reason, I've only got 24 million of that and we are on 100% retained. Not quite sure what's happened. One slight positive is I asked for more wage budget and they actually gave me it. So we have got some wage budget now. Trying to sign players though, nobody wants to come to us. Absolutely nobody wants to come to us. I've got my work cut out in the next, week, isn't it? It's 23rd of January now. We've got about a week to go. And the Thiago Thomas he's got 2 offers on the table. He's already rejected a contract in the last round of offers. And this time, whether he'll go, it's another 13 million. Who knows? So I have played quite a lot of football since you were last with me. It was the Monaco defeat in the Champions League. We played Real San Sebastian after that and it was a 1-1 away draw, little friendly in there. Then we played Valencia, nice 2-1 in that one. Away at Celtic, a nice 1-0 win in that one. So we are collecting some money in, which is great. Cadiz, they were bottom of the league when we played them. And we actually beat them eventually 3-0. But weirdly, the board projected score for that, or the projected result for that, was a defeat. They were bottom of the league at the time. I'm not sure if these are bugs in the beta version. I don't know. Malaga next, 3-1 winning that. Getafe were 1-0. And then Eintracht Frankfurt was a 2-2. I think we were 2-0 down in that game. Came back to pull it back to a 2-2 draw. Villarreal in the league, 3-0. Almeria 2-1. Yes, we have played a lot of games. I'm trying to move this save on now. Las Palmas, we struggled like mad. We know, don't we? Dijon, Las Palmas, Granada, all of these teams from when we were in the second division and we struggled, the AI is remembered. We really struggled against Las Palmas. We were losing 1-0 and I really had to fight the match engine hard again, and we scored 2 goals in, like the last 10 minutes, and we won that game 2-1. We're in the Super Cup, weirdly. Not that we need any more games, of course. I mean, if you look at this fixture list for January, this is all January, eh? What's that? 8 games is that? 8 games in January. So we needed the Super Cup like a hole in the head. We actually got beat by Barcelona 1-0. Quite a tight game, to be honest. I think Barcelona scored in about the 95th minute, something like that, to win it. Quite predictable. Atletico Bilbao, 2-2 draw in that one away from home. Quite creditable. Spanish Cup third round. El Ejido, a 1-0 win in that one. We really struggled again in that game. I had to really fight the match engine again, and we scored a goal in about the 85th minute, and we won that 1-0. And then we just played the 7th game in the Champions League. Real Madrid, away from home, got absolutely battered as usual. We've beaten them once. I mean, it's not a feather in my cap. It's like half a feather in my cap. We've beaten them once, but ever since, we just got absolutely battered by them. And 4-0, just couldn't handle them at all. So today we've got 2 home games for you. Sevilla in the league, and we've got the last of the group stage games against Ajax. Can we beat them and get another 2.4 million? That would be absolutely amazing. So looking at that league table, I'm sure you're all thinking, what is he moaning about? Yep, we're second in La Liga. 20 games played, 43 points. We're 7 points behind Real Madrid. There's no point in looking up. But you know what? I am going to give myself 2 pats on the back, because with everything I've had thrown at me, that league position, let me tell you, that is an absolute monumental feat to keep my team up in those European spots. It's been an absolutely monumental feat. So the Champions League group is looking okay. I mean, bearing in mind we were top at one point. I did tell you it wouldn't last. We're in 12th place now. We have guaranteed ourselves a playoff spot. So we've got 13 points out of 7 games. If we could beat Ajax, who are in the top 8, and that would guarantee us a qualification for the later playoff stages. If we beat Ajax, we could actually jump above them. But when you look at the teams who are above us, Barcelona, who we just cannot match. So they are going to get up there, aren't they? Galatasaray, Monaco, who've already beaten us. So I don't think it's looking too hopeful. But then, I'll take a playoff position. Okay, well, let's get stuck in, shall we? Sevilla at home. It's not going to be an easy game. None of them are now. I have a very tired squad, and therein may explain the reason why we're giving the ball away an awful lot. We have a small squad, just can't sign Spanish players for the registration rules. There just aren't any about. So anyway, Sevilla at home. We'll see you in the dugout. Okay, let's get stuck straight into this one. The team is Gad in goal, back 4 of Lello, Niakate, Williams and Sampstead. We have the new lad Bamba as a ball-winning midfielder today. Bodo is the deep-line playmaker. We have Cherlinov and Tengsted as the wingers. Souza is an attacking midfielder behind Azon up front. So as usual, very slow starting. 31 minutes on the clock before we get our first highlight. Williams to Bodo. Of course, we've lost Scotty now, so Scotty is, well, he's a distant memory. Alex Scott, great player, 4.5-star player, only young lad as well. He's now gone, so I'm having to use different players in his position. But we are playing a slightly different tactic today. I have been using this one quite a lot, and it does seem to work to a point. So Vasco Souza now has taken the ball out wide, ball in the box, and Azon there just skims the top of the net with that header. So we do seem to have picked up the pace a little bit now. 35 minutes. We have got another attack on the go here. Azon sliding the ball across, and the keeper there looked like he made a terrific save, and the ball ends up out for a throw-in. So Gad starting hopefully starting an attack from the back. Lello now just building this nice and steady. Niakate back to Lello again. Are we going to make a forward move? No, we're not. Niakate again. Bamba. I mean, let's hope this ball ends up in the back of the net, because otherwise this is quite boring. Sampstead now. Okay, I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Shall we just sit and watch this and I'll not bother commentating? And after all of that, we end up doing what we do the best, giving the ball away. Great save from Gad though. Normally those end up in the back of the net. When we give the ball away, it normally ends up in the back of the net. Corner coming in now. Need a strong header on that one. Sampstead, nice control there. Ball forward to Vasco Souza, who gives the ball away again. So we basically give the ball away there in the penalty area. So my defender just said, they have trapped it nicely for you. There's a little pass. Just stick it in the back of the net. You know, you can pay me later. What was that? Get your act together. I think I just need to make a recording of that, and then you know, we can just move forward, can't we? Let's bring on Bacharina up front. Let's see if he can do any better. We'll make him an advance forward. Anybody else not having a good game? I mean, to be fair, none of them are having great games, are they? 53 minutes. We do have a highlight. It's a corner, and the ball is headed just up in the air. Cherlinov there. Looks like that may be a penalty. The way things are going at the moment, we'll probably hit this penalty, hit Rosette with this penalty. But can you tell I'm a little bit frustrated? I am frustrated at the moment. I don't know who takes the penalties these days. I literally have no idea. We don't get that many of them, to be honest. Lello's going to take this, left-footed, and hits the post. I did predict it. It wasn't Rosette, but it was the post. 58 minutes, I've gone to my number one tactic now. 3 changes. Thomas has come on the right wing. Appelkamp in the centre of the midfield. And Fernandez has come on at wing back. Both my wing backs now on attacking duty. Because with Scotty going now, it's taken quite a lot of creativity out of our midfield. We are just going to go up to very attacking. We're going to give them a demand more. Sampstead now, he's down on the touchline injured. Thiago Thomas with the ball. Williams, he's going to fire that onto the crossbar. 74 minutes, the last change there. Sampstead, he's not having the best of luck injury-wise, and Pulido has had to come on for him. So we've had 7 shots, only 1 on target. It has been a big failing in the last, a few months, to be honest. And it does look like we are going to run through and lose this game 1-0 to Sevilla. We do get one final highlight, however. Appelkamp there, Cherlinov. We are quite famous for scoring late goals, so whether that will happen or not, I don't know. Applecamp there just basically gives the ball away again. So we now have gone from an attacking situation to, well, the ball needs to be in this half, doesn't it? And obviously it isn't. Well, not with us in control of it. And they're just playing around with us now, just wasting a bit of time. Nice bit of work there by Applecamp. Cherlinov now coming forward. He's going to shoot, and that's going nowhere. Keeper makes a good save. It goes out for a corner. Can we nick an equaliser? We are very, very good at doing these late equalisers and winners, and that's hit the frame of the goal again. I think that's 3 times in this game now. 3 times, and Applecamp just stops running for that one. Pretty standard at the moment, and really not happy. We should have won that one. Very, very disappointing. Yeah, not great. I don't know what else to say, to be honest. And I think that game really illustrated very, very well what's been happening in the last, a lot of the games we've played. I know we've been winning games, but a lot of games we've had to come from behind and score goals in the 89th minute to salvage a draw, salvage a win. But that performance there, giving the ball away constantly, hitting the frame of the goal constantly, penalties going into row Z, that's been happening for far, far, far too long now. Okay, last game in the Champions League coming up. It's Ajax. It's at home. We'll see you in the dugout. Okay, last game in the Champions League group stages, and we're already guaranteed a playoff position. Can we beat Ajax today and get in that top 8? It depends on other results as well, but anyway, the team is Tarati in goal. We've not really seen much of him. He's complaining bitterly at the moment that he's not been playing. He's had 2 really bad injuries. This game is bonkers with bells on. He's been out injured. 2 bad injuries. They weren't like muscle strains, or I think he actually broke something, I'm not sure. But then he's complaining because he's not in the team. Tarati is in the goal. Back 4, Lello, TNG, Williams, and Pulido has had to come in again at right back. The problems I've had this season at right back. Sempstead again is injured. Travasos looks like he might be on his way out now. We've just taken 2 bids for him, so I am going to need to sign, well, probably 2 or 3 right backs with the injuries we get there. Bamba is the ball winning midfield player. Applecamp and Souza in the centre. Cherlinov and Tengsted out wide, and Azon is up front. So once again, a very lacklustre start to a game. Nearly half an hour in before we get a highlight. And it is Ajax with the ball. We get a little foot on the ball there, but we don't win the ball. Can we nick in there? Yes, we did. Great tackle. We still don't come away with the ball. Ajax now are just pulling us, trying to pull that back line out of shape. And they have actually been successful. Chamberlain is through. Ball's in the back of the net. We're losing 1-0. Oxlade-Chamberlain there. It's only his 2nd goal of the season. So we haven't even, we actually just have had our first shot and shot on target. Ajax are absolutely blistering. 10 shots, 4 on target, and XG was at about 1.35. We've been absolutely done up and down there. You've been terrible. Please sort it out. What is going on? Well, I know what's going on. I don't know. I don't know. Let's try Applecamp out wide. And we'll bring Bodo on in midfield. Let's just try and change it round a bit. I am attacking. I don't know what else to do, if I'm honest. Let's get the second half underway. And we come back to another Ajax highlight. It is all going to be Ajax highlights because we've not even really left the dressing room yet. And there we go again. Oh, and we get away with one. For once, we've actually... That, for me, is a win. That's a win, that. We gave the ball away again in the penalty area and the shot hits the crossbar. That is an absolute win. I'll take that all day long. We're losing this game. There is no shadow of a doubt we're going to lose this game. The AI has done an absolutely magnificent job. TNG, ball forward into the penalty area. It looks like we might have a penalty, but as we saw in the last game, penalties don't really mean a lot. Unless that white round thing goes between the two white sticks, it means absolutely nothing. So we're checking for the penalty. It has been awarded. Who's going to take this? Leonardo Lello again, left-footed. What's he going to do with this? Frame of the goal, Rosehead. No, he actually scores at this time, just inside the post. It's 1-1 on 58 minutes. I seriously wish I could be a little bit more positive, but the stuff that's going on behind the scenes at the moment with the AI is just unreal. The goalkeeper, the Spanish goalkeeper that we had, he's actually gone to Arsenal now. I mean, Arsenal need to sign a £400,000 goalkeeper, don't they? Of course they do. But what it actually does is, our registration rules now for La Liga and for the Champions League are really decimated. Because he, to be honest, he was the only player. Okay, you might level the criticism at me, but we don't have any players now trained at club. Like I say, you could level that at me, but the game certainly knows what it's doing, doesn't it? Tarati now rolls the ball out to Williams. Ball out to Pulido. Tengsted, ball there, Vasco Souza, Ivan Azan, Bodo. What's Bodo going to do? He's got players bearing down on him. Through to Appelkamp. Appelkamp, the referee has got his arm in the air again. What's the decision going to be on this one? Is it going to be allowed? Is it going to be disallowed? Of course, it's disallowed. If anybody is struggling to understand my frustration, a disallowed goal. Disallowed goals, missed penalties. Our defenders giving their striker the ball in the penalty area. I literally have no idea what's going on. Bodo, and that has flicked in, and the referee this time is wheeling away, and Bodo has put us into the lead. It is now 2-1. 67 minutes. I'm not quite sure what happened there. If you didn't notice, I was having a bit of a whinge. Bodo there. Right, okay, that looked like it clipped in off somebody. 69 minutes, 3 changes. Javier, Franjic have come on in midfield just to try and stiffen us up a little bit in there. And Niakate has come on for Williams at the back. We are actually going to drop now to a cautious mentality. And let's see if we can hold on to this. 72 minutes, we do come back to a highlight. Ajax there. He's going to float this ball into the box, is he? Or is he going to have a shot? And Tarati there, neatly down to stop that. He is going to be a bit rusty, Tarati, but I can't really risk another unhappy player and team leader meetings. We're getting far too many of them. We've just had a team leader meeting after the Real Madrid game. My assistant manager said, just give the lads a pat on the back and say, well done, you did your best. And I thought, well, okay, you know, it's Real Madrid. We got beat 4-0. And so I did that. Oh, my word, were they all grumpy. Did we need a team leader meeting? Yes, we did. We needed a team leader meeting. Apparently, I'm hopeless as a manager. And I have no idea what to do with team meetings and things like that. I mean, like I say, sometimes I don't know where to start with the things that are going on off camera in this game at the moment. But we are surviving. We're surviving there. Some Ajax pressure. 84 minutes, last change. Fernandez has come on for Lello and I've basically gone very, very conservative now. I've dropped all the lines. I mean, if you look at this, I mean, I have complained in the past about stats. Ajax, 22 shots, 9 on target. and they're losing the game 2-1. Maybe it's going to work in our favour this time. Ball there given to Niakate. Big hoof out. There's nobody up top, so that's going to come straight back at us. There's 4 minutes of time added on. Oxlade-Chamberlain now, who scored the first goal, whips the ball into the box. A good header out and another good header, but again, we have nobody out. It's coming straight back at us all of the time, this. Can we get a foot on that ball? No, we can't. It's in the back of the net, and of course, it's 2-2, and we don't hold on to the lead. And it's a 2-2 against Ajax, so we don't get into the top 8. My assistant manager, you were unlucky tonight. I'm far from pleased with that. Lelo's looking disheartened. He can look disheartened if he wants. And we do finish 15th, 8 played, 14 points. We are in the playoffs, however. Did Ajax actually make it? Ajax didn't actually make it. If we'd have won that game with 16 points, with the goal difference of 5, we would have got in the top 8. So you can see why Ajax scored that late goal. You can see, can't you? I'm very frustrated. I am very annoyed. Well, there's only one winner at the moment, isn't there? Yes, the match engine, the AI, Sports Interactive. I'm absolutely... I mean, when I'm saying this is mission impossible at the moment, the hill is that steep. Might even be a bit steeper, actually. This is a really, really tough challenge. I don't think I've ever had a challenge like this. We're doing okay, and like I say again, double pat on the backs for me, because I think I'm doing, as a manager, I'm pushing back against the AI and the match engine all of the time, and quite often it's working. It's not sometimes, but we're doing okay, and I do have to, try and keep my composure, not throw my toys out of the pram. You might think I have. You've seen nothing yet. We'll see you in the next episode. We're going to play some games off camera now, and then we'll be back very, very shortly.